Hello, my name is Regan Jones, a territory sales rep with Altorfer Incorporated, located right here in Peoria, Illinois. Today we're broadcasting from Edwards Demonstration Center in Edwards, Illinois to talk about the newly released Cat 150 all-wheel drive massless motor grader. Caterpillar recently changed the nomenclature on these motor graders. What used to be known as the 140 M3 is now known as the 150. To simplify it even more, the construction graders are now known as a 120 through 160. Let's talk about this amazing machine. One of my favorite functions as being a territory sales rep for Altorfer is being out in the public and meeting customers who still operate these daily, especially the well-seasoned veterans who still refer to them as an auto patrol or motor patrol. I love hearing my customers talk about the good old days of operating the motor grader that didn't have technology. Remember, the parking lots, the subdivisions were built without technology, without GPS, without UTS. But what if they had that? What if those guys had UTS, or what if they had GPS? What would that have done to their accuracies, to their material cost, to their fuel cost? Let's talk about that. Caterpillar does a great job of supplying their dealers with production studies. One production study was done recently in South Dakota. The Caterpillar specialists who performed that production study were able to show the customer an $11,000 savings per mile when recapping 2 inches of gravel. Also a savings in fuel of more than $1,500 because less passes were required. So what is the massless system and why? We heard the customer saying the exposed cables could easily be damaged. The 6-foot mast could be in the way, limit full range of your DCM. The 6-foot mast could also potentially be turned into the cab or the stairs. The massless grader still has 2 GPS receivers, with the first one being located on the top of the back of the cab. As we move forward, inside the cab is a TD520, the grade display for the operator. On the front side of the cab, you see the RTK radio. Between the RTK radio and the brains of the machine, we have several sensors, starting with the lift group sensor, circle rotation sensor, blade slope and pitch sensor, auto slide sensor. Moving around to the front, the EC510, which is the brains of the machine. Lastly, the final receiver, making this a dual massless receiver machine for greater accuracy. We've talked about the nomenclature change, the history of the motor grader, and the technology options. What else does a Cat 150 motor grader offer? Auto articulation. This feature allows the rear frame of the machine to follow the front steering wheel angle without the need for the operator to move their wrist. This will help reduce operator fatigue as well as reduce wear on the rear tandem tires. E-fence. This feature was originally introduced on the next-gen excavators and carried over to the motor grader line. This is a safety feature that prevents the DCM from coming in contact with the ladder on the machine or the rear tires. In closing, Cat has offered their customers many options and choices. We have technology options, we have 3D integrated options, and we have aftermarket technology options through SiteTech Midway. We're really excited about this Cat 150 motor grader and really excited to show you the benefits of this machine the next time you stop by one of our Altorfer stores.